Welcome back to the fight, my friend. This mountain's been rumbling for hours, and we're stuck out here, blades in our hands, and no one to stab.
So, did you get the key from the Grandmaster at Kragenmoor?
Now that you're here, we'll take the fight to the mountain. To Tamriel. He's already inside. After he disabled the ward, Walks in Ash managed to get some troops inside. The ward came back up almost immediately afterward. Damn that old dark elf's hide. Shore's bones. What would we do without you? Bring down the ward and I'll lead the boys in. Go on ahead and find Walks in Ash. These ward stones are the only thing stopping us. Disable them if you can. I've been better, my friend. Tamriel and I have been shield brothers since the war, but Kain saved me. I might have to kill him to stop him. I don't want to think about it.
Our allies have broken through. Press the attack!
The storm rages, but here I am, out of the rain. How goes the battle, my friend? The old protective wards have been restored. We swim against a current that is too strong. Zuth, you're the sun on my scales. The first ward is beneath the ruins just ahead. Other wards are in other ruins, along the approach to the spire. Go swiftly and may the wind be at your back.
friend. I see you've come to stop me. Thank Vivek you're here. Daedra, down in the caldera. We tried to push past them. We failed. I'm lucky to be alive. I know that now. Sadal summoned the Daedra the moment we arrived. Even with the artifact, I can't control him. One final ward remains. Your key won't work. To disable the ward, you'll need to slay an ancient gatekeeper lurking in the caldera. Summon her at the ritual bowl below us. And listen, I am sorry, my friend. The gatekeeper is the only thing standing in our way. You know why, my friend. The death of my son, Garin. I couldn't bear it. Vivek knows. When I was younger, I had trouble with my anger. It still plagues me. Yes, I should have known. The destruction near Darvan's Watch, my dishonorable orders to the Vanguard, my shame at Fort Virac. I will never be able to atone. I'm sorry, my friend. With the final ward down, the way is clear. Fortunately, Walks in Ash has restored some measure of my strength. Yes, by Vivek. Sadal is trapped between this realm and oblivion. With the final ward down, his prison is vulnerable. Now we can strike. We'll undo the mistakes of House Indoril. The mages who first imprisoned Sadal linger here. The portal to Sadal's realm will not open without their aid. I believe they are angry with me. Speak with them, my friend. Perhaps you can earn their trust. One awaits you on the platform in the center of the caldera. Vivek walk with you.
You bring chaos and destruction to our ordered afterlife. Why are you here? You intrude where you have no place. You weaken the rites it took dozens of mages to craft. Are you insane, mortal? Perhaps. But spell casting of this magnitude requires planning, patience, and perfect execution. You persist. Very well. We used 3 focus stones in our binding ritual. Obtain the focus stone of flame from the southern rim of the caldera. Mind the lava. You look quite flammable. You return. Do you, indeed? Perhaps you aren't as short-sighted as that arrogant Indoril Grand Master. Seek out the spirit of Levisi Gilvain. She was with us during the binding of Sadal. She waits for you now on the stairs above the caldera.
What do you seek, mortal? What do you seek? Trial and error is the essence of spellcasting. Many attempts are necessary before a spell succeeds. Some never succeed. We shall see. Submit to the trials. I'll teleport you to the top of Caldera. Simply retrieve the focus stone at the back of the nearby cave. You'll need to follow the spells we took to contain Sadal. Are you ready? Return with the stone, or we have nothing. This is the path you must take to bind Sadal. It's neither easy nor straightforward, rather like your mortal lives. I find myself almost impressed, but before the way to Sadal's prison opens, there is another test. My colleague guards the final focus stone. Are you ready?
You again? Again, I find myself talking to you. Very well. As you've already seen, completing a complex spell requires precision. Controlling the ebb and flow of magicka is the heart of spellcraft. The cave behind you holds the final focus stone. To reach it, you must understand the ebb and flow of magic. You represent all living mortals here. Try not to embarrass yourself. Your results? So you do. Unlike the Grand Master, you've proven you can act with planning, patience, and courage. Now, with our aid, you can reforge Sadal's bindings. We'll return to the caldera. Place the foci around the caldera platform. The other mages and I will take it from there.
By the three, you've done it! Holgan, Walks in Ash, the Vanguard, and myself will follow you into oblivion and beyond. Garin trusted you. Only wish I had done the same. A word with you before we enter the portal. We're here because of me. So many have died. I've shamed myself and my house. There's no guarantee we'll survive what comes next. Whether we do or not, you must promise me something. If I survive, I'm resigning my position. After me, Holgan is to be the commander of our forces in Stonefalls. The houses will have to promote another Dark Elf to my old position. Until then, Holgan is the only one I trust to safeguard the Pact. Hold the portal. We don't want to be trapped here.
Weaklings! You think to enter my realm?
Pretty confident, isn't he?
Burn! Burn in flames!
Those poor creatures. May their souls find soft mud wallows.
Kind preserve us. Another ward. Can you open it?
Looks like it's just us. Stay close.
Lovely.
Fire will consume you. The needs are naught but dust and ash. Now you will join them. Scorch! Scorch and stone falls will burn!
Stand clear of the flames. Coral Heart can break his shell. Defend me!
Stay with me!
Protect Tanfa.
With your head.
Now, forward the pack!
Viscamor!
Fall back! Need a moment to rest.
Cut those skeletons down. Don't let them reach Tanvo.
Glory for the pack!
Storm face of the lightning strike.
Pull back! He's too powerful! We'll never break him! Finish it! Finish what we started!
Tanvo, what are you doing?
Summon the Guardians. they're safe. I would prefer not to do that again. The Brothers of Strife are imprisoned. The storm is past. The spire is silent again. It is over, at least for now. He returned to wisdom at the end. Holgan will grumble, but he will lead. At least until the great houses choose another. As for me, I must return to my tribe. I will bask in the sun and try not to think of storms. Stay moist, my friend.
Honor to you, my friend. I had to say farewell. The honor of my house has been restored. Stone Falls is safe, and soon, Garin and I will be side by side. May the three watch over you.
My shield brother is gone. He died as well as anyone could. Let's return to Kraganmore and drink to his memory. He what? Kine, take him, wherever he is. I'm sure the old bastard is laughing at me. Imagine, leading the military here alone. I suppose I should thank you, my friend. Without you, well, I hope to see you again before we meet at Sovngarde.
How do you keep getting stronger? It's amazing! Tell me the secret. Chests like that can be misleading. Either full of jewels or full of rotten fish. Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
Welcome to... I can fit you. We even have a spare hammock. Walk with the three. Let's go.
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying.
How did Bakara even survive that trip? I hear there were worm cultists involved. Yeah!
Cities can be just as fecal as people, but just as beautiful too.
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day.
I'm sorry, if you're looking for a bottle of my Vestir brandy, you'll just have to be on your way. It is highly sought after, and I don't sell to just anyone. As I said, I don't sell my vintage to just... Wait, Chef Raziz? The Chef Raziz? A friend in Shornhelm said he paved life's roads with flavor. And now he's here in Kalen? On the street like some common vagrant? Oh, that won't do. I heard Queen Maria hosted him when he came through Wayrest. He's the most innovative chef in all of Tamriel. And he's sending some shabby hireling to beg for my fine vintage? Tell you what, I'll sell you the bottle you're asking for. But if you can convince Chef Raziz to cook a private, high-class dinner at my estate, I'll give it to you for free. I'm counting on it. This is one opportunity I can't afford to miss. Now, make your way back to Chef, put in a good word, and be careful with that bottle.
Most folks think...
Yes, the ale has mites in it. They're a special additive that some of our druid patrons pay extra for. It's not to my taste, but druid gold spends the same as anyone else's. Now, how can I help you?
Perhaps they will get bored of Raz. One can only hope. Five Claw! In such a place. Joan and Jode must have sent you. Raz needs a small favor, if you can spare a moment. It concerns the two large thugs over there. They try so hard to look intimidating. Almost adorable, yes? They are tailing Raz. Raz already has tail, far sleeker than they and less clumsy to boot. But still, this one cannot complete his mission without first being rid of these annoying fleas. A mission most intriguing, yes? The pirate Captain Redblade seeks to raise an armada. Only Raz's sharp wits and sharper claws can stop this. So this one asks a favor. Distract the thugs, so Raz might slip out this side door. What do you say? Distract the thugs, and Raz will slip away. Then, meet this one outside near the tavern. Raz is reminded of that time in Velen Harbor. A bar, a pair of nasty thugs, and nowhere to go but out a window. Raz was picking glass out of his fur for days. Surely something will occur to you. Perhaps they can be driven away by a staged accident. Or perhaps you can find someone else to deal with them. That's what Raz did. As sleek and fragrant as ever, Five Claw. Raz must say he could get used to the salt air and delicious food of the archipelago. The drinks taste like bilge water, though. Such a pity. The Main! She is a treasure! One of the reasons Queen Irene felt it safe to travel. The Dominion is a fragile thing, you know. Some days Raz thinks he can feel its heartbeat in his paw. But heroes like the Main make the world just a bit safer.
Ho there, Tem. Care for a bit of musical accompaniment with your drink? You could be enjoying that tasty brew while listening to a self-taught savant. Not that these swine know what they're missing. They only want to hear the old standards. I, however, only play original compositions. The uninformed may call them screeching and cacophonous, but that's only because I'm not famous yet. Ha! I'd be happy to. Always nice to meet an appreciator of true art. Now, there's just the matter of my payment.
Then we finished the day.
You look hungry, Sandpiper? We have the finest kitchen in the city. Well, the finest kitchen on the block. Well, we got a kitchen. Anyway, why not try some traditional archipelago fare? Oh, well, let's see. We have a variety of fish stews. Those are always popular when Angler's Day comes around. Fruit pastries, the nobles love those. And then we have some druid fare, like Ifalon's Surprise. It's a druid delicacy. A sheep's bladder filled with milk and curdled with sacred herbs. Then we split the bladder, stuff the curds with fish, sew it back up again, and leave it to ferment. Delicious, if you can get past the odor. I'd be happy to, but Chef has asked that we not serve it unless the customer is a true gourmand, someone who knows food inside and out. We've had a few angry customers, you understand? The smell really is quite powerful. Here we go. One Ifalon surprise. Enjoy, you two.
Ugh! Kinnereth's reeking bilge. What is that smell?
Such an effective distraction. Raz could not have done it better himself. What do you say we continue this collaboration? This one promised you gold, and he would like to make good on his promise. Did this one give you the impression he could? Continue to help the Queen's Eye, and you will be paid handsomely. As handsome as Raz. Were you not paying attention? To stop a pirate. Redblade is gathering crew and ships to build an armada. They would threaten every port from Alinor to Balmora. Their plan hinges on a secret, a trove thought lost and forgotten. Just so, the Acalarius bequest, a ludicrous fortune sent by ship to Galen during the final years of Emperor Varen's reign. It was thought lost at sea. But somehow Redblade has learned its true location. As far as Raz can tell, no. We must find the bequest first. Luckily, this one has a place to start. Another eye, years ago, sought to recover the bequest. And we have her notes. What do you say? Help Raz claim this prize and save the day? This one knew you would agree. 90% of the time, Raz's instincts never fail him. You remember the thugs you shook from Raz's tail? We must find them. The tails will become the tailed. Poetic, yes? First things first, Five Claw. We must learn what our enemies already know. That means tailing those two back to their boss. Trust Raz. This is his bread and butter. Or cake and jam, which Raz likes better.
Damn it! Where did that cat skulk off to? I told you to keep an eye on him.
Yeah. You were there too. But should we tell the boss?
We've got a report in. But let's shake loose a few payments first. Maybe he'll go easier on us.
Could this be the same group? No way these thugs stopped an eye of the Queen.
Wait, is that the cat? Huh, could have sworn... guess not.
I love a good fire. Reminds me of being a kid. Being hungry wasn't so bad when you were warm.
These two are criminals, not pirates. Their boss must be working with Redblade then. Raz begins to see the pieces fall into place, but let's confirm his suspicions.
Hang on. I think I saw something. Huh. Could have sworn... guess not. All right. Time to tell the boss we lost the cat. All right. Time to tell the boss we lost the cat.
Well, now we know who we are dealing with. That is both good news and bad news. Raz knows who the thugs work for. The Tailed Tail used a members-only entrance to the local outlaws' refuge. Just inside the refuge is a gambling parlor owned by a local crime boss called Eve Grandvatch. If Grandvatch is backing Redblade, the sharp claws of knowledge will undo them. This one has dealt with Grandvatch before. Raz will have to wear a disguise, but that is a small price to pay. Raz mentioned another eye who fell tracking the bequest. A skilled agent named Ronia. Raz always believed Grandvatch was behind her death, but could not prove it. Her ciphered notes were never recovered. Grandvatch must have finally cracked them. That is Raz's best guess. The only way we can be sure is to get in there and find out. Go, enter the Outlaw's Refuge and make your way to the gambling parlor. This one will meet you inside, once he has donned the perfect disguise. Raz will see you inside. Keep a keen eye open. With this one's disguise, you will have a hard time recognizing Raz. When we were both younger, and Eve had yet to set up his little empire. The tale features a sea serpent, an Argonian opera singer, and a relic called Ariel's lute. Ask Raz about it sometime. It's a good one. Ronia was one of the very first eyes of the Queen. Raz only knew her for a few moons. She was a legend, an example for us all. Many of her missions are still kept secret to this day.
Whenever the...
I got my nickname because my eyes reminded people of the warm embers of a fire. I think fires are much prettier.
Keep your voice down, my friend. And take a moment to appreciate this one's subtle disguise, Now let's focus. Raz heard the waitstaff say that Grand Vatch's office is through the high-stakes suite. That could pose a problem. The High Roller Suite, they call it the Patrician Suite, is for game winners only. This is where you come in. Raz has an idea. One of the games they play is Tales of Tribute. Are you familiar with this card game? Excellent. Raz cannot risk being recognized, so you must play in his place. Here, take these chips. Do not ask where he got them. After you win, head up to the Patrician Suite, and do not worry. Raz will be close behind. You will play well, Five Claw. Raz is sure of it. This one will stand by, looking casual. He's very good at this. Raz has had a great deal of practice. Apologies, Five Claw. This one is far better at dice than card games. Just ask the Queen if Razumdar is safe to challenge in dice. Her answer will be pointed and memorable.
Another one.
Salutations, newcomer. We're playing Tales of Tribute at this table. I see you have a stake. Are you interested in a game? As the guest wishes, of course. Present your decks and we shall play.
I saw it all, but don't worry. Even Raz loses a game sometimes. In a way, this is more fun. It means we will have to do things the old-fashioned way. A break-in. To go where we are not wanted. Brings Raz back to his days as a kitten. He was endlessly causing trouble for his mother. Simpler times. Exactly. Plan A did not work, which is fine. Plan B is just as good. Raz will stay here in the parlor. You head back out into the city. After a moment, Raz will cause a distraction. The parlor is below ground, yes. But the patrician suite is above the parlor. The suite should have a view of Vastir. While Raz keeps the thugs focused down here, find a way inside. Perhaps a ramp or ladder. Get creative.
Let's ride.
My eyes and ears deceive me.
Don't just repeat yourself, stupid bird. Help me. Oh, a tide of curses upon this feathered fiend and whatever dank corner of oblivion he flapped from. He owes his thanks to you, traveler. I was just about to kill him, even though he can't die. Exactly what I said. Supposedly, he's centuries old, but the only thing in his empty head are two riddles. They concern a long-lost treasure called the Gloom Lantern. I can't make sense of it, and neither could my crew. Tava guide their souls. Aye. We ran afoul of some dread sails while searching for the damned treasure. Kiko and I were the only survivors. Look, I want to find that treasure and avenge my crew, but I've no mind for riddles. Help me out, and I'll make it worth your while. You look the type to have solved a riddle or two. Now, to get that bird talking, you'll need to prompt him with the passphrase. It's from an old Abitian freebooter saying, no pray to hear his first riddle, no pay to hear the second. Legends call it the Gloom Lantern, some artifact stolen by pirates from the Deep Druids. It's said to shroud any ship in a thick veil of fog, hiding them from enemies. Sounds perfect for getting bloody revenge on the Dread Sails, doesn't it? Kiko apparently belonged to some Commodore whose fleet made berth in the Sisters. Legend says this Commodore meddled in some druid ritual and cursed his fleet to undeath, including his stupid bird here. Did you? Suppose that'd mean Kiko's mortal again. Well, I'll be a goblin's aunt. I'll be sure not to kick him around the way the captain used to. And I suppose we ought to listen to his riddles before I decide to pluck him and make a pillow. And why shouldn't I? Captain always told the crew that Kiko and I were equals on account of how brainless we both were. But I never promised to lead anyone to treasure, so you can guess which one of us got the better treatment. My crew? Of course. Been a pirate all my life, and they were the only people I had in the world. They were like family to me. Isn't this what you do for family? And Kiko keeps squawking out these riddles, so I can only guess he agrees. The Elder Tide, maybe? You know how vague legends can be. It was stolen from druids and hidden away when they fought back. Someone must have taught Kiko the riddles so they could find the Gloom Lantern again. But I guess they never got around to it. Plundering, of course. My guess is he's been passed from ship to ship for some time on account of the curse keeping him alive. Almost makes you feel kind of bad for him. Almost. Well, I suppose that's my fault. When we took our last prize, I was reading through the ship's logs, as I like to do, and that's when I found Kiko's passphrase. The captain smelled treasure, and that was it. We were bound for the Sisters.
Dance, Kiko! Dance, you winged daedrat! No, pray! Pay! Pay! The second piece is within reach, between vaster shores and wind-racked beach. Craft approach with spade in hand, eye the cauldron and turn the sand. Sand! No, pray! Pray! This half sleeps beneath the shade, in tangled roots of tunneled glade. A stream of fire cuts the trees, yet south of home for he who sees. Pay! Pay! The second piece is within reach. No, pray! Pray! This half sleeps beneath the shade. Pay! Pay! No, pray! Pray! No, pray! No, pray!
Sounds like a load of nonsense, right? Here, let me write them down for you. Vaster shores and wind-racked. Huh. If you know you're heading, go on ahead. I'll keep an eye on the bird and we'll meet up with you soon.
Time to bring the lightning!
Aqua's beak. There it is! Nobody would ever think to look there unless you had a keen mind for bird-brained riddles.
My magic will destroy you!
Over here, mate! I thought I might see you here. Looks like a band of sea elves got ashore and... I thought I might see you here. Looks like a band of sea elves got ashore and seized the fort. Now more of those sea dogs are on their way. I was hoping for some druid help, but they never arrived. So it's up to us. I spotted more sea elf warships brimming with reinforcements. Luckily, the fort's ballistas are intact. Get to the ballistas and stop those ships. That will give us time to deal with the enemies who already made it to shore. I'll see if I can rally the knights and get the wounded back on their feet. We'll need them to hold the fort once you stop the reinforcements from reaching the shore. Meet me on the bluffs north of the fort when you're done. Take a right when you get into the fort. There's a path that leads down to the docks. You'll find the ballistas there. My guess is the Dreadsail ships will flee at the first sign of resistance. They won't risk their ships to ballista strikes. After our last adventure together, I wanted to do more to help Druid Laurel with her exploration of Druid history. I came back here to dust off some old books, ask a few questions. After all, Galen's like a second home to me. Remember how I mentioned that shipwreck years ago? When the Stonelore Druids rescued me and took me in, taught me to see the world in a new way? That was here on Galen. I set aside my cutlass for magic, but lately, I've needed both blade and staff. Count Mornard sent word to the Mages Guild that he wanted to hire a battle mage. I was already here, so the guild sent me. Not the first time I've sold my sword, or my staff. I advise the Count, and get my hands dirty when I need to. The Sea Elves? Haven't spent much time in these waters, eh? The technical term is Maormer, but nobody actually calls them that. They're bloodthirsty raiders from the great isle of Piandania. We usually see a ship or two, but this bunch have a fleet. A huge one. Call themselves the Dreadsails. They're a vicious band of pirates that have been causing trouble in the archipelago for some time, but no one realized how large their fleet was. Now they seem more intent on conquest than pillaging. That would be Sea Lord Nalos. He recruits Sea Elf captains and offers them a place in the Dreadsails fleet. If I didn't know better, I'd say he was trying to create his own Sea Elf kingdom far from Piandania. Could explain our current problems.
started!
This is so much better than reading.
Nice work, mate. Your aim was impeccable. Well done. These dreadsails may be fierce, but they lack loyalty. Even though they've got numbers on their side, they won't stick their necks out for their mates. That's something we can use against them. You've done your part. We can deal with the stragglers around Winrack Fort, now that they've got no reinforcements coming to support them. Your work's just beginning though, mate. I fear the seas ahead will be rough for all of us. Word is, the Sea Elves struck there as well. It's just up the coast to the north. I believe Druid Laurel of the Stonelore Circle is there, looking into things. I'd appreciate it if you kept an eye on her, mate. Laurel is like kin to me. Laurel found me half-drowned after a shipwreck 10 years back. She was just a girl then, but she had the sense to fetch help. Which is how I came to know the Stonelore Druids. She's been a friend ever since. Aye, I heard that too. Something about sea elves taking prisoners into a cave near the cove. Strange. If the Dreadsails took captives, why haven't they tried to ransom them yet? Banneret Corrick went to investigate. Help him if you can.
Blight, what a slaughter. I didn't expect to see you again so soon, friend. But I never refuse the gifts that Ifray is willing to give me. I came to help the Eldertide Druids, but I was too late. This battle is already lost, Blight, take it. Sir Stefan's a dear friend of mine, and practically a druid himself. We studied together, under Archdruid Raval when we were younger. It's not unlike him to worry about the druids, even the Eldertide. The Dreadsails happened, but it makes no sense. The Eldertide have no riches. Druids don't care about such things, and they command formidable magic. What pirate attacks a target that can fight back for no obvious profit? Druids choose their own paths. The Elder Tide of High Isle are bitter, resentful. But as long as the Mornards don't push into Druid territory, the Elder Tide of Galen are content to live in peace. It was foolish of the Dreadsails to provoke them. That's strange. It makes me wonder what the Sea Elves really hope to gain by these attacks. Let's look around. Watch for anything that looks interesting or out of place. With any luck, we can figure out why the Sea Elves attacked Tuin. A lore keeper? What relic could they be searching for? Ember blooms? The Fire Song used them to cast certain spells. Are they involved in this too?
Weren't expecting that.
Let's take a look in the lodge. There might be something about the relic there. Archdruid Orlaith, What are you doing here?
Confirming a suspicion, little Laurel. Archdruid Raval was right to call the Drafa together. Tell him the Fire Song will attend. The time has come to gather the seeds. The prophecy of the Druid King is at hand.
The seeds? Is that what this... Oh, Blight. She's gone. Friend, we should talk. Root and rot! That was Archdruid Orlaith, leader of the Fire Song Circle. I think I know what really happened here, and I don't like it at all. The relic the Dreadsails sought is the sacred seed of the Eldertide, a gift of the last Druid King. Each circle was granted one. That's what Archdruid Orlaith meant by gathering seeds. Could she be the druid mentioned in the Dreadsails' orders? Maybe. I'm not sure why they wanted to wake free, but other Firesong tried to take the Stonelore seed right around the same time. And now this. Archdruid Orlaith mentioned the Druid King's prophecy. Could that be what this is all about? Not as far as I know. The seeds are mentioned in the dream of Cassarain, the prophecy of the last Druid King. The Firesong seem to believe its time has come. The other circles, not so much. Perhaps the Drafa can make sense of all this. A council of druids, elders from all three circles. Archdruid Raval of the Stonelore has summoned the Drafa to address grievances against the Firesong. But up till now, Orlaith ignored him. Tell Stefan about this. Pirates aren't his only problem.
I love harvesting runestones.
Single sea elf bested the lot of you? She hit us like a storm of steel. She didn't kill anyone though, just put us in the sand.
Can you believe this? I came to check on my knights when I found them indisposed. House Mornard's finest. Pah! Now, who are you? My knights tracked a band of Dreadsails to the cave here at Suncleft Cove. As they tell it, however, a single sea elf tore through them before they could search inside. Didn't even bother to kill them. Just knocked them senseless and left them here. Right, that was in my report. Since Sir Stefan sent you, I could use your help. Scout the cave. We have to find the prisoners and free them. I'll follow once my knights recover. Just watch out. The sea elf who beat them is somewhere inside. Remember, we think the Dreadsails have prisoners in there. Maybe some knights, but certainly druids from the nearby village. Find them if you can and set them free. We'll join you as soon as my knights recover their senses. Coric's the name. Banneret in the service of House Mornard. My family has proudly served the lords of Galen for generations. I'll bring these murderous sea elves to battle and defeat them. Or die in attempt. Oh, not familiar with knightly ranks? Do they do things differently on the mainland? A banneret is the equivalent of a captain in my order. A knight who commands other knights. Looks like I've got some work to do with these louts, though. Nothing good, that's for certain. They're pirates, slavers, murderers, thieves. In my experience, the only good sea elf is a dead sea elf. These dreadsails, though, they're the worst of their kind. Nothing like this. Isolated raids, some pillaging. They were pirates before, but now they act like a conquering army. Watch out for the one that knocked my knight senseless. She must be quite a fighter to defeat them without spilling any blood. Korik's the name.
This one has the information I seek. We simply need to extract it from her. I'll take her with me to the keep. Dispose of the rest as you wish, but do not tarry long.
No, please! Don't hurt them! You only need me!
You and your seaweed aren't fit to call yourselves Marula.
Stay your hand, stranger. This sea elf saved our lives. I told the fool knights outside I wasn't their enemy. Do you have more sense than them? You're willing to talk? At least you're smarter than those knights outside. I suppose Sea Lord Nalos and his scum have taught the people of this island to fear anyone with blue skin. Understand this. I don't answer to that foul beast.
Captain Siravane of the Gilded Blades. You'd call me a pirate, I suppose? But I'm not one of Sea Lord Nalos's traitors, and I'm not involved in all this druid foolishness. You look confused. Must be from the continent. Yes, I'm a Marmer. Well, they're not captives anymore, and you and I need not be enemies. Sea Lord Nalos is my quarry, for reasons of my own. But I'll tell you this much, mercenary. Nalos seeks some sort of druid relic. Calls it a sacred seed. I'm not sure. That slimy eel escaped and he took one of the druids with him. Probably thinks she can take him to that seed. No matter. I'll find him. Warn your allies about the Sea Lord, mercenary. Galen isn't safe while he lives.
Sea Elf escaped. Too bad. At least we can get these druids to safety. We'll handle things from here. Return to Vastir and report to Sir Stefan when you're ready.
Doing something with magic-y?
Are becoming a real problem. Best to take her by surprise. See if you can get behind this one and kick
it.
And now my camp is crushed.
What's inside? Come on, I'm so curious.
Oh no, no, this can't be happening! Embervine is flooded with lava and angry druids, and if I go in there, I'm going to die. I knew this job sounded too easy. A quick trip through a cave on a beautiful island. But no, now I'll never get paid. House Mornard wants a mineral survey of the Embervine caverns. I really need the work, so I leapt at the offer. But no one mentioned the Fire Song druids, or the lava. They're intentionally opening fissures. Who does that? Well, magic, I assume. I noticed crystals drawing energy from the lava, but what do I know about magic? Druids are mysterious. Hey, will you help me? If we stop them from opening more fissures, I can finish my work. I'd pay for your labor, naturally. Guess this makes you my contractor now. Finally, I'm not the lowliest employee. We'll meet inside and I'll point you toward the crystals. I think shattering them will stop the fissures from expanding. Then I can finish my survey and get paid. Well, they didn't ask me directly. They hired a person who contracted someone else. That person contracted a third party, then she hired me. Now that I've employed you, I'm finally no longer the last link in the chain. They're one of the Breton houses that keeps my trade well funded. They deal in ore and minerals, both extraction as well as commerce. They grew quite wealthy from this business. You can understand why I'm eager for them to learn my name. The rich always want to expand their holdings. Mines run dry, you see. Just part of the trade. So if the house wants to maintain their wealth, they need to find new sources. At least, I assume that's the thinking. Maybe they're just greedy. Any minerals and ores are worth a lot to the people who want them. I make my gold on that fact. People hire me in the hopes I discover something they need. I search the chosen location and report my findings. The rest is up to them.
There it is! Just like the riddle said! Guess that wasn't so... Well, we're 2 riddles further than we were at the start of all this, thanks to you. What's next? A key! But to what? Show it to Kiko. Maybe he's got another riddle for us. More was 4 hands. I really didn't think we'd get this far. I'm glad you came along when you did. Look, I wasn't going to actually hurt the bird. Really, I couldn't. I'm a pirate. I've slit a few throats, but Kiko? He's never hurt anybody. Our captain would say I'm weak, but I just can't find it in me to treat Kiko the same way she did.
I'll feed you when we find treasure. Treasure! Ah! Key! Key! Time for riddle 3! The sun-warmed side of Singer's Path is where you'll find your prize. Hang gloom lantern upon your ship to shroud her from all eyes.
Wait, I think I know where that is. You've got the key, so we'll meet you there. Unless you want a hint on where to go. I won't spoil the answer if you want to figure it out for yourself. But I think I know exactly where the final riddle is leading. Ifre is the singer, right? And sunwarmed could mean the south. The south side of Ifre's path, on the north side of Galen. Right? My captain always said I didn't have a mind for such things. My crew never argued with her, so I just thought it was true. Now that you say that, I think she was wrong about a lot of things. Sailing into a hurricane is never a good idea, even if you are running from Dreadsails. Does this mean I still have to avenge her? Barnacles! You're right. What are we waiting for? Let's go claim our prize.
Same. Meeting a sea elf like you, that is. I wanted a simple job. Get in, get out. This one sounded easy enough. But one important detail escaped my notice. It's on an island. I almost got sick 3 times on the boat ride here. The deckhands forced me to keep a bucket handy. Those sea elves in Lanshara found a druid relic. Our employer wants us to procure it, quietly. Without Imindior, this job will take more time. And the longer I stay here, well, it could get loud. He knows something about the relic, but wouldn't share. I can't look for him and also search the camp. I'd need 2 of me. Say, would you like to help? With both of us, we could do this. You can keep whatever you find, aside from the relic. You and I working together solves a lot of problems for me. If we find Imindior, great. He can tell us what he knows about the relic. If not, then we've spent that time looking on our own. Efficient. So, we should split up. Why don't you track down Imindior? If I find him, I'll be very cross that he left me alone, and shouting won't help anything. Also, not to offend, but I haven't seen you in action yet. I trust myself to scout around without being noticed. I saw him follow a woman through a door right here, and here's our camp. We can meet there after you find him. Try to stay out of sight. If a guard sees you, look for a hiding spot. I'd rather not alert the whole settlement. Beautiful, isn't it? If this wasn't a job, I'd like to take in the sights. It was an old druid settlement. Since they don't keep records, no one knows what they used it for. At some point, the sea elves moved in. Now they live here enjoying the sun. Sea elves typically stay private, aggressively so. These dreadsails are different. They just do whatever they want. Look at this place. Wouldn't you move in if you could? Check where I marked your map. I hope Imindior's safe.
Is that you, dear? I still need rest. No more, my sweet. Just need some rest. So energetic. Quite wore me out. Quen, job. Oh, that can wait, lovely. I'm quite thirsty. Could you bring me the water bucket? Oh, you wore me out. What the? You're not Neri. Who are you? Why did you go and do such a thing? Now I'm all wet. I was so happy. Happy and sore, but you ruined it. I expected a sea elf. A beautiful, sensuous, vigorous sea elf. Instead, it's you. Where did you come from? The relic? Oh, my head. I can't remember. Sea elf wine. So strong and so sweet. Wait. Yes. I heard Neri had information. She found me when I followed her. Oops. Hold on. Still tipsy. Not what I expected, truth be told. She dragged me in here. Now I am very, very sore. Oh, the note. Someone delivered it. After. Neri cursed and ran out. It's on the table. Maybe read it? I can't. My eyes are blurry. I'm still wet and really cold. I don't like it, friend of Quen's. Quen friend. What's the note say? It made my delightful Neri leave. Let me see... Right. It's coming back. I heard Neri guarded it, the relic. I followed her. We came here. She grumbled about this. Said 2 idiots went where they didn't belong. Activated it. Her anger made things more fun. No, but hey, now we know 2 people who can tell us. Minahel locked them in a cell on the beach. Maybe they're mad about that. Let's see if they'll tell us something. I'm pulling it together, but I still need a moment. I'll meet you at the cell. Oh, standing hurts. My arms hurt, my... everything hurts. I really miss Neri. Oh, right, she could come back soon. Talk fast if you have questions. Otherwise, I'll meet you at the cell on the beach. We'll ask those sea elves about that relic. I learned a great deal. Wait, you mean about the job? I've told you what I remember. Neri's a god, 2 idiots, an activated relic, whatever that means. The sea elves are typically private types, hard to read and keep to themselves. I wouldn't call myself unlucky in such affairs. But no, not typically. I don't know why. Look at me. Maybe I'm just too intimidating. Yes, that must be why I attracted Neri. Oh, she is so very strong. She caught me hiding behind some rocks. We locked eyes. As she approached, I knew I should run. But something about her look, it kept me still. When she grabbed my collar, I thought I was dead. Until she kissed me. Hard. Then we came. Here. I think they're sea elf religious figures. Or magic leaders? Honestly, I can only guess. I didn't think I needed to read up on them before I came here. Maybe Neri can tell me more when we're together again. If we have time. I wouldn't call myself unlucky in such affairs. But no, not typically. I don't know why. Look at me. Maybe I'm just too intimidating. Yes, that... Ah, found my shirt. They should be somewhere around here.
What's this? Here for a frolic?
No. I'm quite recently taken.
Come, my dear. Oh, hello there. Aren't you a tasty-looking treat? Please, ignore Lonnie Wiss. His jealousy won't interfere with you and I. Give us the key over there and maybe all four of us could go somewhere private. We don't deserve this treatment anyway. Ah. The Sea Witches found a druid shrine inside a buried cavern. They think it's dedicated to, passion. The relic was inside. Larnywis and I heard that people felt warm and excited when they got close. It intrigued us. While everyone slept, we snuck in. Standing near the relic felt so incredible. We decided to have a little passion of our own. After, we noticed the relic glowing. That's when Minahel stormed in and dragged us out. We just wanted to have some fun. The Sea Witches threw us in here to punish us. So as far as I know, the relic is still in the cavern. You can find it up on the cliffs. But now that incredible feeling has spread to all the Dreadsails, I don't see why they're angry. The Druid Cave is up the cliffs, to the west. Perhaps when you finish whatever you're doing, we can meet up again. You could join Larnywis and I. Watch for that tyrant Minahel. She doesn't want anyone to have fun. Well, sweetling, Dreadsails don't survive for long if they can't deal with some rough treatment now and again. But Minahel had to ruin our fun. I want to go again. Larnywis and I did nothing dangerous. Minahel can go rot in the sun. No point in me telling you that. I suspect you'll underestimate Minahel and get yourself captured. The less you can tell her, the better the chance my beloved and I can make it safely away from here.
Head to that cavern. I'll deal with their release. So those two activated the relic with their little romp? I suppose that explains the Sea Elves' more lusty behavior. And here I thought it was me. I can release them if you go find the Druid chamber. Let's hope no one moved it. I suppose it may be too much to ask they left the blasted relic where they found it. We could grab it, get out of here, then be done with this whole thing. Oh, I wish I could think straight. The one where they frolicked so hard that they spread good feelings to every sea elf in Lanshara? Incredible. Honestly, I feel grateful. Because of them, I had a delightful romp.
Just because you free us doesn't mean you can touch my Elorian.
Hush, Larnywis. They kept their word. And 3 could be fun.
No relic. Could you search for clues? Climbing those rocks winded me. This Minahel person truly hates joy. Well, seems the Druids understood a good time. what this old carving means. Well, we didn't find the relic. Shame. I'm tired of all this walking around, and I want to go back to Neri's room. That carving does look druidic, so we know this is the right place. Anything useful from what you collected? Sounds fun, but also distracting. Imagine the effects of carrying it through Vastir. No, eventually we need to get paid. There must be a way to stop it. Perfect. I love when others do the work. We can lift whatever Minahel has made, then use it to safely carry the relic. We have a camp outside Lanshara to the northwest. Let's head there. If Qwen's back, she might have thoughts on how to proceed. Let's separate. See you back at our camp.
What did they do to you? You look exhausted.
I had a quite
Good eye. I
rigorous
didn't even
discussion.
see that runestone at first.
Very productive.
Good, you're here. And you found Umindior. Based on his state, I can guess why he went missing. He mentioned you found something. A ritual cave? Did you learn something there? Oh, remember Veshin, the sea elf, when you found me? That explains his advances. Oh, I have mixed feelings about that. We can't take the relic from Lanshara while it's still affecting people. But I know how to learn the sea elf's plan for it. I'll ask Veshin to join me for a picnic. Get him relaxed. You bring some delicacies while I turn on the charm. I saw some blue-backed silt crabs in the tide pools. Grab some and meet me at that nice grotto to the east. I'll entice Veshin to join me. Don't worry, Veshin won't refuse my offer. I barely shook him loose to come back here. Plying him with food and drink? A bit riskier. Gather those blue-backed silt crabs in the tide pool and join my little date. I have to practice my seduction skills. I skulked around as many sea elf homes as I could while you found Umindior. Looking for the relic, of course. But don't blame me if I picked up a little extra. He didn't go into detail about what happened to him, but he keeps complaining about how sore he is. He doesn't seem all that reliable. Honestly, I'm not so sure how good a thief he even is. Not much. Seems like you had all the luck. A lot of Dreadsail's stuff doesn't seem that valuable. I did accidentally see a lot of sea elves, together. I thought it strange that so many of them seemed busy. Now I understand. Oh, You're so smart. Tell me again about that druid thing.
It radiates a gentle warmth, much like yourself. Oh, wonderful! A third to join our little get-together. This has turned out to be quite a delightful day. Well, I truly have eyes for this fine lady. A little extra spice never hurts. Come, sit. We're just beginning to relax. Blueback silk crabs. Oh, isn't she a delight remembering my love for 'em? Now I have two delicious creatures before me. You know I'm a sea witch. Quite a powerful one. Would you like to see my power? I think I'll soon be stronger than Minahel. We have a chamber of study up along the cliffside. Allows us to watch the other dread sails from above. View is quite beautiful. Perhaps you two could join me. I impressed Minahel so much, she honored me with a key to our inner caves.
Please excuse us, Veshin. I have a request for my friend. We're doing great. Veshin's relaxed and bragging. Exactly what we want. Also, have you noticed how handsome he is? He already let slip that he has a key. Eventually, he'll spill their plan to control the relic. I think we need some silver bloom. A rare silver flower that's considered a delicacy by the sea elves. Grows on certain trees near the beaches in this part of the island. Lucky for us, I saw some just southwest of here, up the hill a bit. I took note of it while scouting. I heard if we can get him to tell us how to contain the relic, we can sneak into the caves and grab it. Go get the silver bloom. I'll keep him talking. Talking with those wet, blue lips of his.
What are you planning, you minx?
Sea witches can craft magic items? I must know what kind.
I'll tell you anything you want, just to stay here with you. Silver bloom, a rare treat. My shimmering sea blossom knows me so well. She is just wonderful. And you're wonderful too. You really should sit, relax, maybe shed some armor. We assign tasks, perform rites, do some healing. I focus on defending Lanshara from intruders. No one escapes my notice. I just told our lovely friend about a relic we found. It has affected some of our weaker crew, not me. I'm too strong-minded. Minahel found a solution. Naturally, I'm the one who inspired her. We infused her ship's sailcloth with a counter-magic spell. It's quite complicated, but covering the relic should muffle the effect. Then our brethren can return to their labors.
I brought one more treat. A bar's special cider. Drink up, gorgeous.
A toast to... Oh, I failed to ask your name. No matter. Just so potent. You know, I might... Oh...
Sleep potion always works wonders. Now grab his key. Head to camp and tell Umindior what we learned. I should make sure Veshin is comfortable. Where's Umindior now? At least he left a note. What's it say? What's the point of having a partner if they're never around? Umindior, what a buffoon! Let's talk, partner. I can't keep chasing after Umindior. We have a job to finish. Good thing I partnered up with someone competent. Let's get back into Lanshara and find that magic-infused cloth Veshin described. The gorgeous, sensual Veshin. Start near the Dreadsail's ships to the east. Look for anyone weaving cloth into a covering of some sort. I'll scout the upper cliffs to find the Sea Witch caves. We'll use the key to slip inside and grab the relic. Head east to the ships and find that cloth. And try to keep it quiet. Let's not give the Dreadsail Sea Witches any reason to think someone else wants that relic. Hopefully Umindior doesn't let anything slip in the throes of... whatever. Oh please, I know what he was affected by. She's a Dreadsail pirate. They're dangerous. He's lucky she didn't just kill him. And now he runs right back into danger? Typical. Yes, I think so. Abandoning a partner looks just as bad as not completing a job. Umindior found this job, so I might not even get paid without him. But I really want to leave the loaf. I truly do.
Over here. Did you get the cloth? I watched several sea witches come and go through this door. My gut tells me that's the right spot, high above all the other dread sails, just like Veshin said. You still have the key, right? Otherwise we're in trouble. Then we're ready. Let's sneak in, grab the relic, then leave. The dread sails are still distracted, so as long as we don't cause a ruckus, we should be fine. We've already drawn enough attention to ourselves as it is. I suppose we must, but only once we have the relic in hand. The buffoon has almost ruined this job a dozen times now. I bet 2 gold that he's exactly where you found him the last time. All right, ready? Let's go. All right, get the key ready. We're almost done. If I had to live in a cave, I'd clean it up more. Well, that looks expensive. Grab it! Wouldn't be a proper thief if we didn't pick up something shiny along the way, right? Oh no! This doesn't belong to the Sea Elves! Oh, that buffoon! I sure do. That's Umindior's medallion. He was very proud of it. Earned it in a tribute tournament or something. Seems he followed his... well, not his heart, right into trouble. Let's hurry before those sea witches kill him.
Why are you tying me up? This isn't fun at all!
You've breached our sanctum! Those tones must sound like better than... I know so many forms of torture.
I guess we know where to find Umindior.
Help! Somebody, help!
You have no right to the relic.
I suppose we should cut the lout free.
They have the relic in the other room. Ow! She really hurt me. Through here! The relic is inside.
Come on, let's follow him.
Glad I was here to find our target. I'll keep watch for more sea witches.
Useless. Come on, let's take care of the relic. Toss that magic cloth over it. Perfect.
Now grab it and let's get out of here. We can talk outside.
She was no Miri. She hurt me. In a bad way. Are we done?
Yes, we did the job. Thanks for all your help. Finally, it's finished. I can't thank you enough for agreeing to help. Loverboy here was certainly of no use. I suppose it was good practice for thinking on our feet, right? Umindior and I will deliver it. Together. I can't let him take a mote of credit. Maybe I can get his cut of the pay, too. Speaking of which, the relic, please. I'll prepare better next time. Study the lay of the land. Maybe ask more questions. I still have a lot to learn about this life. But I do know how to reward loyal partners. This should cover your cut of the payment.
White to the heist, right, Quen? Whew, I'm exhausted.
From what? Your antics hardly count as helping.
Yes, well, can you blame me? I was entranced.
You won't touch this relic. Not until we both deliver it.
Amazing. I have to write Magister Irin about this one. Never seen anything like this if I'd stayed at Fort Rhea.
An outsider? Well, if this is Ifre's will... Come here, please. Outsider, I fear for my wife, my Gwenaël. A group of Firesong druids attacked our home in Ifre's path. I managed to escape the slaughter, but Gwenaël's still in there. I tried to go back for her, but the path has grown more dangerous. Yes, outsider. Animals lash out. The spirit motes that once inspired us blanket the land in a thick fog. The spirit of the path may be injured or frightened. I do not know what the Firesong want or how they turn my home against me.
The spirit of Ifray's path. We call it the Chronicle. We Eldertide made our home here to care for and tend to the spirit. Outsider, I'm trusting you. I'm putting my wife's safety in your hands. Help me find her, and I will see you well rewarded. The entrance to the path is just over there. I'll meet you on the steps down into the Sacred Valley. There we can find out what happened to my Gwenaël. But first, let me bless you against the dangers within. Besides the Firesong druids, the very air is thick with spirit motes. Crocodiles, wolves, ursocs, among others. The animals in the path are usually docile. We feed them, care for them. Now they attack without provocation. For things to be so out of balance, it goes against my understanding of nature. It started after their attack. But I've never seen a druid who could control the spirit motes before. Only the Chronicle commands them. Chooses when to release them, and what story they carry. I have no clue what's happening here. Yes, we're members of the Eldertide Circle. You're fortunate that I need your assistance. Outsiders aren't usually permitted to set foot in our sacred sites. But Ifray sent you, so who am I to question that? 3. Eldertide, Stonelaw, and Firesong. Stonelaw are adequate druids, but they stay close to betraying the true way. Accepting outsiders? The Firesong are reclusive, but they never attacked other druids before. You're not a druid. You don't belong on the Sisters Archipelago. Still, I'll set aside my animosities for Gwenaël. She's my bubbling spring. She soothes the burns of life and cools my harsh temper. We need to save her. I've been searching the perimeter of the path since the attack, and I've seen no one else. I can't believe I left without her. If I'd only stopped to see if she followed, she'd be safe. If she dies, I'll never forgive myself. Ifray's path is a sacred place, with a small community. Oh, Ifray, let no overcast skies or snaring vines cloud the intention of our thoughts.
Especially strong lately. I like it. You were amazing. Don't mess with the street kid. Street urchin golden rule. Never pass up an unattended pack. Nice hole.
Do you have time to help some? Well, fawns aren't exactly... Just because they're intelligent creatures doesn't mean that they don't need help.
You were there?
Do you have... No! Definitely not. I want someone to take these fast-growing seeds and plant them throughout Fawn's thicket. Fawns love the taste of the berries, but wolves can't stand them. I can offer a reward if you're inclined to assist me. I'll mark the places in Fawn's thicket where you should plant the seeds. Once the fawns start eating, the wolves won't go near them. They really can't stand the smell. We'll be planting seeds as well, but we'll stop by to see how you're doing. The fawn herd has lived in this location since before druids settled on Galen. Even Druid Medena chose this thicket to study them. Besides, I adore them. They're smart and playful, like little Mohair here. Oh, watch out, he might try to eat your pack. You haven't heard of her? She inspired me to become a druid. She's an elder now, but in her youth, she came here to study the fawns. She learned so much about them, how they interact and how clever they are. Her love of fawns became mine. The truth is, until she came here, no one knew much about fawns. They were mainly seen as cunning pests. She was the first druid to really delve into how the herds worked. I believe her efforts resulted in fewer fawn deaths and deeper understanding. There was an incident with his herd. The guards outside Vastir thought that the local fawns were attacking them. They weren't. Still, Mohair was the only survivor. Fawn herds are close-knit families. They wouldn't just accept an outsider, especially not one who's small or weak. Still, Mohair helps me convince stubborn outsiders that fawns aren't terrible creatures. He's like an ambassador to man and mer. I'm probably more like a bossy sister. We get along, but he still tries to irk me when he's bored. I keep him out of danger, but I can't control him. Especially at this age. He's more rebellious than I was in my youth.